Hi everyone, it's Eric again, Boomerang's very own meteorologist, and before we talk about this upcoming weekend, I just want to quickly recap last weekend, which was awesome. It was the Run for the Roses Derby Party, also the soft opening for Low Hangers, the new bar here at Boomerang. So it was a great weekend, live betting, a derby hat contest, and of course great drinks at the brand new Low Hangers bar. Everyone had a great time, and congratulations, boys, on a successful soft opening of the new bar. But let's talk about this upcoming weekend. Cocktails in the Trails, a very popular weekend here at Boomerang. And hopefully, looks like with the dry weather in the forecast for Saturday, that actually it's going to be a very nice Saturday for roaming the trails and stopping in different stops for the cocktails. But this weekend, once again, Low Hangers Bar will be open. It opens up at 5 o'clock on Friday. We'll stay open through midnight, and then it'll be open from noon to 8 p.m. before Cocktails in the Trails on Saturday. So make sure you check it out at some point this weekend. The trails will open at 9 o'clock for the cocktails. There are going to be 4 different stops with cocktails that are unique to each stop, and each stop will have a campfire. So yeah, there's a little bit of a chill outside. You kind of get alongside your buddies and cozy on up with a cocktail and just have a fantastic time. It's a beautiful setup, and I think you're really going to enjoy it this weekend. So let's take you through the events that we have planned for this weekend at Boomerang. So as I mentioned, Low Hangers Bar, something you're going to want to check out. It opens at 5 o'clock on Friday and will stay open until midnight. We have our Friday night bonfire that happens at dusk. Now, dusk is just before 9 o'clock, so we'll get that fire going. It's actually not going to be quite as cool as it was last weekend, 50s with partly cloudy skies. The fire is going to keep you plenty warm, though, and then that'll continue through midnight. Saturday at noon, make sure you visit Low Hangers Bar. Get an early drink early in the day. Temperatures will be in the upper 50s, partly sunny skies. And again, the bar is going to stay open until 8 o'clock, just before Cocktails in the Trails. Remember, 4 stops, 4 unique cocktails. They're all going to be delicious, and each stop is going to have a fire to help keep you a little on the warmer side. But you know what? The truth be told, it looks like temperatures are actually going to be not so bad, about 57 degrees at 9 o'clock. And then we have Java and Jazz Sunday morning. Definitely a little chill early in the morning. If it's a little too cold outside, we will move this inside into the Boomerang Ballroom. But let's talk now about the weather story. So I think what I may have done is oversold the forecast a little bit. I'm really just talking about Friday because I think the rest of the weekend's going to be fine. But Friday, likely through the first part of the day, there is going to be some rain. Don't let that bring you down or deter you from hanging out at Boomerang on Friday, because I do think that although there will be some rain through the morning and early afternoon, as the afternoon goes on, the back edge of the rain will be moving through. Keep your fingers crossed, your toes crossed, your legs crossed, whatever else down there you can cross, because it looks like that rain will be out of here by about 7 or 8 o'clock. And if that's the case, the rest of the evening is going to go just fine, because dusk is just before 9 o'clock. That's when we have our Friday night bonfire, and the rest of the night is just going to be peachy here. So that moves through later on Friday, and then on Saturday, I think we're okay. There are going to be some clouds around, probably more clouds than sunshine, but I think we are going to remain dry. The showers staying well off to our west. And then what's interesting is the forecast models show this rain sort of moving around Michigan and into the northeast on Sunday. So once again, we're going to keep everything crossed here, that's the way it goes. You know, we changeable forecast this time of the year, but all signs point to a near miss for us here in Michigan. And it looks like if there are some showers, it would probably be in the early morning hours. And if there is some shower activity and cooler weather Sunday morning for Java and Jazz, we're just going to simply move it into the Boomerang Ballroom. Nothing's going to stop us. The show must go on, as they say. So as we look at Friday's forecast, yes, there's going to be some rain. Don't let that deter you, because I think that the rain's going to be winding down late in the afternoon, should be drying up by the evening, a high around 60 degrees. Then we kind of hold there because of the clouds, so it's not even going to be that cold at night. Saturday looks fantastic, and this is great news because for cocktails in the trails, we go from a fantastic afternoon into a fantastic evening. Even if there's a little bit of a chill, you got the hot tub, you got fires, you're going to be just fine. 61 degrees for a high on Sunday. There are the showers that I think are just going to miss us to the south. If anything changes, we get a couple of showers here Sunday morning. Like I said, we'll probably just move that Java and Jazz into the Boomerang Ballroom. All right, here's a look at the extended forecast. That is a cold front, by the way, that comes through over the weekend. So that does what you'd expect. It knocks the temperatures down. We'll see if we can get those temperatures back up in time for next weekend. All right, that is this week's weather forecast. Have a great time on the trails with cocktails in the trails, and I will see you all next week with another weather update.